Hello YouTube, I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Repl.it, and we're going to be looking at how to display multiple HTML pages in Repl.it. Specifically, I'm making this video for my Foundations of Web Design class. However, I believe that this could be helpful to a lot of people, so I'm going to go ahead and put it up on YouTube for everybody. In the past, for my Foundation of Web Design class, I had my students using Notepad to edit their HTML and CSS pages, but with distance learning this year and having Chromebooks instead of Windows-based PCs, I'm having to use this site to allow my students to work with the code. I'm going to begin by just creating a brand new file. I'm in my YouTube folder. I'm going to click here. I need to go ahead and select my language. For this, we're going to look at HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We'll go ahead and call this YouTube. And we'll click Create. By default, you're given an HTML page, a JavaScript page, and your CSS page. In class, we're going to be working with other files that are not the index file listed in this file. So the first thing we're going to do is click on this Add File button, and it's going to allow me to name this. We'll go ahead and call this YouTube.html, and we'll hit Enter. And notice it gives me a brand new document with no code. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the index.html, and I'm just going to quickly copy this so that I have some code that I can use. In our body, I'm going to go ahead and just create an h1 tag. And now that I've created some text for the body of this document, notice what happens when I click Run. Nothing happens. And that's because Repl.it will only display their index.html file. In order to work around this, if you click on this HTML file, and if you go to the body, what we're going to do is create a link to the YouTube HTML page. And now that I'm done typing that, if I click Run, we can see here on the right-hand side, it says YouTube, and we can see it's a link. If I click on that, notice it goes ahead and it brings me to my YouTube HTML page with that heading 1. If I had other pages linked within this YouTube HTML page, it would allow me to start accessing those by just clicking on the links within the document. And something else that I find helpful from time to time, because on smaller screens, it doesn't always display my stuff correctly, especially on a Chromebook. If you click this, open in a new tab, notice it brings me back to my original HTML page, and I have the ability to click on that link as well. And it uses my entire screen to display the document.